I've had a lot of questions lately on how you read a cut and fold pattern, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a tutorial. So today we're going to be making the Be Happy, and it's going to come out looking like this, very sweet, the bee and then the happy. If you like this pattern, go ahead and click below and you can find a link right to my Etsy shop. If you wouldn't mind, this would be a great time to like and subscribe, and if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment, maybe if you have a suggestion of how you do your patterns and how you read them, and maybe if you have any questions. So as you can see here, it's called Be Happy. You're going to need 451 pages with a book height of 22 centimeters, and the method is cut and fold. So the pattern, a cut and fold pattern looks like this. And if you notice, it skips every other page, because when you look at a book, so for here, for instance, this is page 56, but the back is page 55. So each leaf of a paper actually takes up 2 page numbers. So just be aware that's why it skips. That's another common question. So if you see here on page 1, you're going to make a mark at 13 and then 18.5. And then when you're done with that step, you can check it off, or if you have a piece of paper or something, you can just slide it down to keep track of where you're at. So first thing you need is, because for this pattern I only need 451 pages. So I go to the last page and it's 684. So you write down 684, and I'm going to subtract 451, because right on the top of my pattern it says I only need 451. And this is going to help me center my pattern. So you're going to go ahead and subtract this, and that tells me I have 233 pages extra. So we want to divide half of that in the beginning of the book and half at the end. So we're going to go ahead and divide 233. So that gives me 116.5. So I always have to start on an odd page. So I'm going to start on page 117, and that's going to make sure that my pattern is even. So go ahead to page 117. And for you, obviously, it'll be something different depending on the size of your book. So on page 117, for me, it happens to be a picture, which is kind of not optimal. And I'm going to make a mark at 13 and 18.5. So 13 and 18.5. Then you can either check it off or have something to slide down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on step 3. It's 13 and 18.5 again. So 13, 18.5. Make sure you make your marks at the very end of the piece of paper so it's a lot easier to cut in. So then you're going to go ahead, once you mark your whole book, you're going to come back and go ahead and cut in approximately 1 centimeter. And again, I'm going to fold my odd tabs. Now, I usually take a shortcut. Instead of measuring exactly 1 centimeter, I usually just go, which is going to be hard in this book, but I usually would go right to the where the text ends, and that will give me an even space. Again, this isn't the best example. So again, cut in, fold in your odd tabs. Didn't cut in quite far enough. So as you see, I just go right to that. That's kind of one of my hacks. If you look at my other videos, I have lots of hacks. And that's one of my favorites, instead of measuring each one. But now I want to show you where it gets more complicated in the pattern. So let's go to, say, step 63. So for that step, I'm going to have many, many marks. So that's why I want to make sure to show you. So I'm going to make a mark at 3-9, 4-1, 4-5, 4-8, 5-2. So 3-9, 4-1, 4-5, 4-8, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, 6-6, 7-8, 8, 13, and 18-5. So as you can see, there's many, many marks. But then you just do the exact same thing. Just cut in right at the marks. Also, this is another one of my favorite things is this micro edge scissor by Fiskars. It has a spring right here. It makes it really easy when you're making so many marks. So you might want to check that out. I got it on Amazon. So you can see there's many, many marks, but you're just going to keep to the same pattern. You're just going to fold in your odd tabs. So here's tab 1. Then here's tab 2 I leave alone. Then I fold in tab 3. Tab 4 I leave alone. Tab 5. 6 leave it alone. 7 comes down. 9. 11. And tab 13. And that's pretty much as complicated as it's going to get. And that's how you read a cut and fold pattern.